And so the synergistic accounting is a very sort of critical component of that. And you know, in its highest level of functionality, will reframe human value, nature's value, how we see capital, provisioning, recognition of multiple inputs of value that are usually not on the balance sheet, a refusal to commodify everything and turn it into a you know, into the marketplace. You know, there's some things that the moment we start commodifying them, we have entered into domains of debasement of humanity. We're already experiencing that. Debasement of the land, already experiencing that. And so this is, and everything in Syntropic is a living, breathing design. So it's not fixed. Some of the elements that, the only elements that are fixed are those elements that are the laws of nature and that underpin how universe works. So when we're on planet, when we're having an on-planet experience, you can't argue with the law of gravity. I don't care whether you're the wealthiest person in the world, the one that has the most power, the one that has the most magical forces, the Dalai Lama. You drop a glass of water and you're going to get gravity. Dealing with, you know, and we have to deal with the consequence. So it's those laws that are, and I'm using the term on planet because I really don't know what off planet looks like. And they may change when we get out of universe, but it's those things that are our sort of guiding principles, instead of the guiding principles being human constructed laws. So that's kind of like the high level overview of what Syntropic enterprise. And a Syntropic enterprise is, the term itself is in the Creative Commons. So our long-term, this is a long-term, but our long-term ambition is that Syntropic enterprises are the way that humans do business, because almost all of the current ones are entropic, and we are at the effect of that now, you know, in multiple levels in our experience. So the synergistic accounting is, it has been applied, and so it has been applied really powerfully, and it is a work in progress. And we are building, you know, we're working behind the scenes. It'll take a while to turn it into a really powerful tool that people can do, you know, as almost a standalone product. So yes, you know, we want to create an experience where people can have a beautiful experience of input, but then teams like yourself can actually see each other's, and it can be in a data secure space, you know, all of those elements, but also that it can have visuals and graphics and, you know, all of that sort of stuff, because it's a combination of soft data, hard data, and warm data. And so to date, we don't know anyone that manages to capture warm data in a visual way. And so it's a huge project to learn, but you guys are at the front end of that. And that was kind of like, just to give you a high-level overview. When I first applied this 5 years ago, it enabled a team of complete strangers and incredibly diverse, with remarkably different backgrounds, to co-create a world-class event over a course of 6 months without a single human upset, and entirely self-managed. And the feedback from the people that participated on that was that they'd never experienced the full measure of their value, and they'd never experienced the opportunity to bring their whole selves to something in such an elegant and beautiful way that was seen and respected by all involved. So, you know, it's speaking to, at that simple level, and there's multiple layers of that, but speaking to the opportunity for us to bring the multidimensionality of our being through sovereign choice to whatever projects we're working on.